CSR is our passion. Ramada Ajman is actively involved, and we don't do only for the PR, and we don't do only to highlight the activities, but the CSR activities what we are carrying on over there. Actually, we want other colleagues from the different properties to follow. Our biggest achievement is the waste management. Uh, Ramada Ajman is the first property we introduced compost concept in the Middle East, in the full region. That was the first machine which was installed in July 2012. Diverted 1 ton daily waste, from the landfill. Aim was to go to zero landfill, but still we are struggling and we are reached 90% diversion. Still, it's a big thing, that daily 1 ton waste diverting from the landfill, 365 ton in a year. And I'm very happy that now almost 25 properties in the region are already doing the same thing. They installed the compost machine. Uh, we have actually so many things to share with you. Ramada Irman, if you talk about the charity initiative or you talk about environment, we have every month some activities. Yesterday we went to the labor camp and we had given more than 200 laborers a very nice VVIP iftar dinner. I was their head of department. They served by themselves. Chef was engaged. F&B manager. They had done VIP setup, and then the smile which we witnessed, on the faces of labor, that was really unable to explain, really, and that is really achievement, because when we see people, happy, we see smile on their face, especially in the labor camps. Go and check their living standard. So in the month of Ramadan, it was really a message of giving. We went and we have started, charity point of view, we have so many activities which we had done in the past. One example, which is only by the staff of Ramada Ajman, recent incident in Nepal, there was an earthquake. We have 47 staff from Nepal. Just a message went from the management to the colleagues that we have to contribute to our colleagues, our family members who are in Nepal. And 77,000 dirham was collected only by the staff. So it was really a great achievement that staff, they contributed 77,000 dirham, and the amount went just in a week time to Nepal and to give a support to their families. 50,000 dirham was donated to Somalia by the staff when there was a severe drought. Fundraise was 100,000 dirham for Niger for the underweight children, because we engage corporate companies actually. Many people who are suppliers getting business from us, or we are giving business to different corporate companies. We always used to talk, and then when we share the real story or case study, people they got really impressed, and then people they always follow. That is our motto actually, because we want to get more and more people to join our club actually, either individual, corporate companies, on a government level also. And that's what I shared with you, that the compost concept was first introduced here. It was so difficult that how we will weigh our waste, that how much daily waste we have at Ramada Ajman, how we will separate, how we will do composting. But once you think, you start with a vision, and all those vision are actually from our owner, Sheikh Rashid bin Madar Noemi. He's a very visionary leader. He's a young and energetic leader also, and we learned a lot of things from him. I attended one of the green economy under his leadership, in Ajman, and I was impressed by listening so many speakers, and that is, the message which I want to pass on to the hospitality colleagues, that we need to start from the small things. If you want to really do something in your life, you don't need to go really for a compost machine from start, because capex is involved. You need to get approvals. You need to start small things. The way we started, we attended different seminars, conferences, which are related to the green, which are related to the environment, sustainability sessions. And we learned actually, and listening by the people who are engaged, who are very much engaged with the passion. And then the same information we used to bring and to pass on to the colleagues, to the head of department. And then we started celebrating, the small things like celebrating different days, Environment Day, giving education to the staff, uh, then we had the environmental day, we had Earth Hour, Earth Day, beach cleaning, which was so easy, and then I learned actually by visiting one of the conference where very simple thing was discussed by a guy from Saudi Arabia, that he used to get the from the hospital a bus, and then the bus is coming, and then the staff, they are giving twice a year blood, it's a blood donation. It is so simple, so easy, to call Al Wasl Hospital, to bring a bus in front of the hotel, and then out of 400, at least 100 people are donating blood now. But how I came to know? I listen actually, I listen, and I was convinced that it is possible, I believe on it. I came back, I discussed with HR, I discussed with my team that, okay, it's so simple, we have to only make a contract with the hospital. Okay, and in a year we can donate 200 bottles because we have 400 staff. And not only staff, when the bus was in front of the hotel, so many people who were passing, around, they came and they donated blood also. So we need to start with the small steps actually. And with the small steps, then you will go and your team will involve also. One important thing which I want to share over here, that major problem in the hotels in UAE or anywhere in the world is the turnover of staff, and you will be surprised to know that our turnover is just 2%. Such a high retention of staff is only because of the engagement, because we have too many engagement in the hotel, relating to the CSR, and people, they feel really happy. Once we gave this Somali brought 50,000 dirham. I mean, one staff, her salary was 1,200 to 1,300 dirham, and she donated 400 dirham, and that contribution was in percentage more than me also. And I remember that when Human Appeal International, they came and they gave us the presentation. This girl, she was tear off because she has done something really great thing in her life. And I appreciate staff, that they are fully engaged, and this high turnover of the staff retention, is only because of the engagement. And then we have over here a very family atmosphere, very different from the rest of the world. We engaged in different sports, cricket, football, basketball, female sports. It's round the year. And I always used to get a big sponsorship, like for example, the cricket tournament, I had a 25,000 dirham. Recently, we had a basketball, we had the football indoor also during summertime. So all the time, these staff, they always get really engaged because it's like IPL. That you have the money involved, you are giving high prices also, and people, they have the passion. Sometimes they cancel their vacation because of the cricket tournament or the football tournament. This much, are really, because we have the cheerleader from the staff, and it's a different atmosphere, at Ramada or Ramada Beach Hotel Ajman. We have created this one, and it did not take really long time. An important, message which I want to pass on to the people. Despite with all these activities, the hotel is doing, even in month of Ramadan, 90% occupancy. We don't have any kind of threat. Either these are blessing from God, or this is really a teamwork which they are engaged, and they get more power and energy to contribute in a work also. It is not important how much wages you are giving them. It's more important that how much empowerment you are giving to your staff. They feel they own, that this is their property. Like for me, in my life, I have only 3 jobs. First job was 5 years, second job was Coral Group 8 years, and now 6 years I'm here. So sustainability, start from the leadership. So I'm here for a longer time, and then the people around me also, they are thinking that the company is really stable. There is a security, there is no threat also. There should be really a good working atmosphere. Empowerment, it's very important that you need to give them appreciation, promotions, instead of getting people from outside. You can see many people in my team. A waitress, is a director sales. She started her career as a waitress. Today she is the director sales. The receptionist, Imran Sheikh, is assistant director sales. So the receptionists are assistant front of manager now. So people, they are getting promotions, and as a GM, I think my role should be more as a coach, not as a manager. So I need to see the 400 people like they are my children. If I am focused for my children to make them doctors, engineers, I need to release the potential of my staff. And that message I want to give to the people, that if really you want to get a success in life, You need to treat your subordinates, your team people like your children, because you need to take care of them. Because I release my potential. I started my career as a reservation clerk in this country, and all this period, if I become a cluster general manager, now it is my responsibility that I need to release the potential of others. The people who have really talent. I need to bring them up. I have an engineer. This guy is amazing. I mean, he's a technician. Zahid from India. I mean, brilliant. He fixed so many areas which were unable to be done by the previous people, even the senior people, the engineer. Now he's getting promotion like in 6 months time. Why I should wait till Zahid will become 50 years and become a chief engineer? No, he has to get it done now. And I don't mind when people are really getting good opportunities. These are 2%. But people who leave out, they are on a very good position outside. And I feel happy. Even the sales people, they went to the competitor property, they shared with me. I was happy to give them, permission to go and make their career. Raluka is one of the examples. She's at Kempinski. She was working with me. She started from a sales executive level. She's a director sales now. And I'm so happy. It's a competition. But imagine how happy person, as an GM. I had a person, I groomed, I trained her in a sales, give tactics, but over here, director sales cannot leave. So why she should stuck over here for years and years to work over here? She's enjoying over there. She's a good friend. We are a good friend. We are a good colleague. And that's when, we have to pass on the message to the industry colleagues. Again, I want to pass on the message that Dubai or UAE has infrastructure. And anybody, if he's trying for a business, I don't consider him as a businessman. I have the Emirates Airline, Fly Dubai, I have Air Arabia, Etihad, such a nice infrastructure. We are connected with the world, We are not like in Somalia, we are not in a country where there are problems. There is a peace, there is infrastructure. We have the national carrier, supporting us. So many other sectors in the world are connected. How many airlines are connected over there? Charter flights are coming. How many exhibitions we are attending worldwide? And then, despite that, there is a big business opportunity, especially in Ajman and Sharjah. And there is no reason that I can cry that there is no business. And if you want to test really someone's skill, you should test when there is a summer season, when there is a Ramadan season. Winter is for everyone. And we are enjoying not only this year, for last 3 years, very high occupancy during the summertime. And that is really our sales strategy, definitely a teamwork, operation support also. All this is a combination, a beautiful combination. That's the reason that we are enjoying so many activities at the same time. There is no threat of business at all. Actually, we have increased our inventory. When I started, it was 1 tower, then 2nd tower, then 3rd tower. We got 2013 Ramada Beach Hotel we bought, and now I have a plan to start construction very soon. In 3rd hotel in Ajman also. We went even out of Ajman. We opened in JBR Hotel Suite. We had a property Ramada downtown. August we are opening EB style in Satwa area in Jumeirah, and then Palm construction is on also. So all this is actually start of Ramada Ajman, because from here the business was really good. Owner got a confidence, and that's the reason that our hotel is really spreading. Yes, there are challenges, no doubt, when you are doing, and especially when you have a vision to reach somewhere. There are different hurdles. Especially for where we are in Ajman, it is different than the infrastructure place, like for example in Dubai. So initially there was definitely a challenge to hold the stock, because 65% was turnover. And everybody wanted to go Doha, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. They want to have more fun in their life. So that initial time was really challenging when I started, and to build the confidence and trust among the staff. And once that confidence was there, then I think rest there was not an issue at all, because I had really, I have a sales background, so business was not an issue at all. Establishing, the segment was not an issue for me at all. Team building was not an issue, because I used to work as a labor leader, union leader, when I started my career in a hotel industry. So now I'm balancing. One side I'm a union leader, on the other side I'm the representative of owner. So I'm balancing actually on both sides. See, for me, I always see that what targets are given by the owner for a bottom line. That is important, And accordingly, I used to make the rates of the hotel also, that what rate should be there, because every year there is an increase, of course, in a budget, and then it's very easy for me that I can make strategy and then the rates are different from one market to the other market also, and segment to segment also. But actually, we are doing very good because our growth of profitability is always, upward. It never came down, or not on a stagnant level. It was very high from the initial first or second or third year because there was no profitability. But then, Alhamdulillah, we are really in a level that we have the very sustainable profitability now for this property. We have layer segment also, and we have a corporate also. Sport is really very active. Then we have the global distribution from the worldwide. We have a good sport from the Wyndham also. So it's a very mixed kind of segmentation in my hotel. We have really the best food. The USP is like really the best food. From the day one of Ramadan, the restaurants are full. And I always say that the restaurant, there is no need to do marketing, because it's a word of mouth selling actually. And not only Ramadan, like King's Grill is so famous that people are coming from Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and Fujairah only for a taste, because people who really love the cuisine or the taste, they come. Our USP is like F&B, which is very strong. The room size is really very big, and operation is very good because staff, they are really well trained. And when people come over here, in a hotel industry, you have to just give the good food and good accommodation with a good service, and these three things are already there. Summer is always challenged, but we are in the middle of summer, and Alhamdulillah, we are doing very good. From June and July results, on the books business is really very strong. And last winter is really high season, because the Russians, they love to visit this property from October till May, and we had still the maximum share from the Russian market, German market. Turkish is another very important market for us. They are coming for last 3 years, staying with us in Ramada. And then the India and Pakistan, many tourists, they come actually around the year actually. So I think that our last quarter will be really very strong, and we are well ahead of budget, so we don't have any threat actually this year. So very well said.